And there, yeah, there's the scene of the crime right there.
That's a long way down.
Yeah, and to land on the brick.
Wow.
And it was 1, 2, 3, and as the fourth person walked out on the deck, it just was gone. The line I've been given, it was $5 worth of lag bolts is what caused it.
Please tell me no one got hurt.
Can't tell you that. The repercussion? Well, bankruptcy. I think it's all gone.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, baby.
But if you're going to do it right the first time. Let's get rid of it. How do you do this to a family? Look at the nest. They got a nest of them. Unbelievable. On the money.
T3.
My hero!
Perfect.
Thank you, guys.
You like it?
Oh, do I ever? My house has always been so important to me. I've always enjoyed decorating it. I work hard, so when I came home, once I got home, I was me. I could be myself in my house. The kitchen table's renowned for people coming over and sitting around the kitchen table and enjoying themselves, having something to eat or having a drink. But there's a lot of passion in my house.
St. John. Everything is siding, old houses, no primer, gotta love it. Here we are in St. John. I come down to help a wonderful woman. A second-story deck installed by a contractor. Marlene?
My hero!
How you doing?
My hero!
Nice to meet you. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, let's go in your house.
Thank you. The only thing I wanted on the deck is I wanted it to be solid so nobody could see me when I was sitting in there. And I wanted to be this high so I could lean against it with my arm. So those were the only, and room for 2 chairs and a table. And other than that, I didn't care.
We have 2 ways of doing it. 1, you can lever into the house for structural support. 2, the other choice, vertical structural support from underneath.
I have my shoes lined up for you, Mike.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a shoe shelf, that's for sure.
Never an issue, never a problem. I mean, I had many, many parties. I had a big party here, and there must have been 10 of us on that deck at one point. There just was never an issue with the deck.
Now, I'm told that a contractor came in, built a second-story deck, and you were on the deck and it fell.
My 3 best friends. It was Father's Day last year. It was Sunday, and we all just tended to gather after supper. Everybody called, and they were coming over, the 3 girls. And we were sitting in the living room, and we had been painting on the fence the day before, Heather and I. So as they were leaving, we all walked out to look at the sunflowers. And so we were just walking on the deck to have one quick look, and everybody was going home. So it was just a matter of 1, 2, 3. I was the second person out. Heather walked out the 4th, and then that was it. I have no memory of the fall. I have no memory of the crash. I don't have any memory of the sound.
The floor of that deck was 17 feet off the ground. That's a long way down.
So it dropped from this corner, and then I think one of the supports caught it, and it did a 180 flip over. Now Sue, because she was the first one out there, and she had walked out, and she immediately just had her hands on the railing.
She comes off the deck and lands on the ground. The deck comes down on top of her. She thinks she's gonna die.
She was just calling out, "I'm gonna die, somebody help me, I'm gonna die."
They're all lying there. There's no one there to help them. There's no one there to save them. Someone's gotta get up and call 911. They're calling out for people. Oh my God, all I can think of is that moment.
Apparently somebody had heard the noise, but didn't know what it was or where it came from. But when Gail hit the street covered in blood, that's when they knew where it was.
I heard there was broken bones.
Hundreds.
Hundreds?
Hundreds. Sue did fight for her life for quite a while. She was in intensive care. They had to replace her shoulder. Her shoulder was smashed, so they gave her an artificial shoulder. Her back was broken in 2 places. Her pelvis was shattered like a car windshield. We were so lucky that the deck didn't hit any of our legs or arms. It's a miracle that we all can walk. I had 2 collapsed lungs and broken ribs and subsequently found out that I had 17 other broken bones and fractures in my body.
Imagine if one of them died. All hell would have broke loose in this city just because someone died from a second-floor balcony. But as long as no one dies, it seemed to go away like it was nothing.
I came home after the hospital, and the deck and the debris was still there. I mean, there was still even blood. It's like nothing got cleaned up, and I was left to come home to that. So I had to keep looking at it over and over again.
Look at this!
Little storyboard. We figure we'll have fun with this over
Who did
2
this?
weeks. Oh, we can't tell who does that
Oh
stuff.
my God. Add insult to injury. Even the media got in to say the woman didn't get the permit.
But this is the stuff that happened last year after the accident, like
Okay.
collapsed porch, built without city permit. The owner still responding to calls from the city. It presented an image to the city that this was a slum property, that it was an old porch, that we were out there sitting on there. And, you know, it was far from the truth. And then to have published my name over and over again, that I refused to answer their phone calls when I'm in fact in the hospital with collapsed lungs. And there was the 4 of us when we finally, the first time the 4 of us got together, Sue was still in the hospital. She had spent 6 weeks in the hospital. The engineer's report said that the design of the deck is great. What was wrong is he used 5 leg bolts that were too short, and he pre-drilled the holes, and only one of them had hit a stud. And there was 14 nails, and that's all that held that on for 3.5 years.
1 year later, they're still shook up to the point where one of her friends won't even come to the house. She doesn't want to be reminded of what happened. Have you been back to work? How's the other girls? Are they back to work?
Back to work on a part-time basis.
You?
Me, not back to work at all yet. I haven't been able to work at all for the past year, mainly to the injuries to my hip, my pelvis, and tailbone, because I can't sit for any lengths of time, periods of time. It's also difficult to walk on any angles. I can't wait for the day that comes back that I can wear all my shoes again, because just things like that. You can't wear all your shoes because of the damage that's done.
So this must have hurt you financially.
Oh, it's ruined me financially.
What's happened out of that? Have you done anything? Have you gone to court?
There's all kinds of lawsuits in the works. There's nothing for me personally out of this at all. The 3 girls sue me and my insurance, which
is understandable.
Understandable. They never blamed me. I mean, I put that blame on myself and that guilt on myself for a long time, but
I'm going to bring everybody in. I'm going to get all the right permits. I'm going to do everything I have to do. I've even bringing in my painter to fix the front of your house.
wow.
And he's really good. You're gonna love him too. I think
Okay.
you're gonna love everyone.
Oh, I do already.
You do already?
You're my favorite.
I think the worst part about this is the guy that built it in the first place gets away with everything. Now there's legal battles of insurance companies and everything else, and in a way I understand it, but will they ever forget this? Not a chance in hell.
We know somebody saved us that day. We all say it was because it was Father's Day. We felt it was our fathers watching out for us. I know we're gonna work well together.
I think so. And you like to hug a lot. I like that
I do
too.
like to hug.
That's how I get paid.
I need a lot of hugs.
I'm gonna get rich from this one.
Once I got the word on Holmes coming, that's when I knew that there was a hope.
We got a lot happening, so they're gonna drop it out front.
Yeah.
Let's start taking this deck apart. I wanna take the top boards off so we can line them in the back and put the cedar on top.
Okay.
Now we're talking environmental. You know what that means? They separate the stuff, they recycle it. That I like. Well, this one's really simple. Obviously, we're gonna build a first-story deck here and then above a second, and we're gonna structure it up with A 16-foot 6x6. I'm gonna have it on a concrete. You ever seen the Bigfoot?
Yep.
Okay, so we need to dig down. We're gonna have 3 of them. We're gonna have another 6x6 up as a security post and rail for the first story deck. We're gonna have a third one approximately right here going up to support the second story deck. So I would love to pull out anything that we can reuse. I just don't want to throw things out if we don't have to.
Okay.
I get the guys on it?
Let's go.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So here's where we need to start. Everything's going to be based on the upper floor deck because it's all based on 12 feet wide. Maximum span on our 6x6s will be 10'3". That is code.
Yeah.
So we want to keep that span. So let's not judge it by the bottom. We can tell the door's slightly to the right more of this plan.
Yeah.
So if we calculate everything based on this point, that way we'll get the lift, clean this up, bring the lift in, get up there, measure out, drop our bob line down, mark our first post.
Okay.
That will set the rest of the posts in place.
All right. Good?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh my God, look at the foundation. Look at the wall.
What do you see?
It comes straight across and curves right out. Look at it. Here's a great point of view right here. That's got to stick out 1 foot. Interesting. But the siding is pretty good. This is unfortunate. Looking down the foundation wall, we can see how bad that foundation curves out at the end. Just by standing here, I'd say it's a good 12 inches. But as I stood on the other side, I looked across the bottom of the shingles here, and it looked fairly true. So I'm gonna take my reference point off of the cedar shake, come out, line my 6x6s up perfect, and then build back to the house.
Okay, that's right on there.
Okay. I don't leave a lot of stair room. It's probably about 5-foot stair run down. So I'm seeing this in my head, and I don't know if I like the stairs here. For 2 months, we've been planning this. I've never seen it before, okay? So what I'm looking at is pictures of the house. My people came in, took pictures. From that, the plans were drawn up. Then they're submitted for permits. Everything's done for when we come here, we're ready to play. I look at the plans, I figure out from my height, my tread run coming down here is gonna make me too tight to this wall. We make them steep. I don't like steep. I can steepen the stairs. I don't want to steepen the stairs. I want to make it safe. We do have women living here, and I'm going to make proper stairs. Just come straight off the door, because if I do that, I can extend the bottom just a bit, give her more of a nice bottom decking. I have to be able to quickly change my thinking here, redo the plans. Now I'm going to have the stairs come off the deck near the door. What the hell is that? Oil tanks in the basement, fills in the front. This used to be the coal chute right there. So what the hell is that?
That this happened in my home, affecting my 3 closest friends and myself. I lost all feeling of safety and trust.
That's right, outside nail, 2 3/4 centered. There's many things we have to take into account here. Not only the existing, which is out. That's easy to work around. We're going to dig big holes. These 6x6s must be on the money, so we have to take our time to make sure that string line comes across, find center in each one of them. Once I pull these pins and he gets on that tractor to dig these holes, where did it go, right? We have to be able to locate that. Come back, yes, you're good. Move it 6 inches this way and get exactly where I want that. Good. Yep. I'm doing a reference point centered to my 6x6 post. So when he's digging, we know we're staying on this line. Because these are so close, we're gonna dig a trench right here, place our big feet in. I love that, big feet. Backfill it with the earth, or the concrete after the inspector says, it's deep enough. All right, let's dig. What the hell is that? I don't think it's... I think it could be conduit. Let's just be careful around it. You haven't damaged it. I think it's electrical. I'll check into it. Wow, how they used to build them. I can't believe the height of this ceiling here. All new plumbing for the hot water rads. Gotta love how they did this though, years ago. Look at the wood's right over the earth, eh?
No.
They had an apartment down here.
130. There was an apartment down here?
In the 60s or 70s, she said. There's a tenant living down here.
You notice there's no mold?
No. Now, what would that have been?
That's a good question. I'd say that's water. I'd say it's old water. Can I open this?
Yeah.
Is there any money in here?
What is that?
That's an old dead mouse.
That's great.
It's not a pipe hole, that's a mouse hole. No, there's no sign of any pipes. They said specifically there is nothing back here. We had them here this morning.
Yep.
New furnace, water, tie over, oil tank, new oil tank. Very good. New water pipe.
There we go.
And we are to the front. As far as I'm concerned, that is nothing. I checked the backyard. It was solar lighting. It wasn't electrical. We do see that line in the floor, and I'm gonna assume it's an old line. Here's the question. Is it still usable? Doesn't make sense. We're good on the depth. We'll just bring her back. That's perfect. Gentle. I didn't bother cutting this out. We were able to dig around it. I don't know what the hell it is. More than likely it's nothing, but I'm not gonna worry about it.
What's the grade there? You see that?
That's good, that's good. Start backing it in. You're in all the windows, you gotta be careful. They're watching.
This is concrete time. Get our post done. It's the beginning of our structure. It's great. From here on, we build off. It's the beginning of everything, man. Heads up.
Go, Katie, go, go. Okay. Let's take that off, trowel it off. Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah.
This is a major can of worms. The more we pull off, the more that we're gonna bring this and have to rebuild the corner. Any of the loose stuff will take off, and we'll work around it, because I do not want to be digging down and doing a whole new foundation on this house.
You do whatever you want to do, I'll do whatever you need me to do. You, I trust.
As I drive around St. John, what do I see? Almost every home has wood siding. It's an old area. That's how they did it years ago. There's not that many brick homes here. You would think that a painter, and there's gonna be a lot of them here, knows how to paint a home.
Well, I hired this painter. He came to my house, and we drew up a contract and had a good handshake on it. The main concerns I had were my bricks, to make sure that there was no paint on my brickwork, and that all my shrubs and my trees and everything around here were not destroyed by painting. April, we signed the contract, and he started power washing the paint off in April. The job, actually, even though it's only a 3-sided house, wasn't finished till about the 15th of October.
The painter makes a mess all over the paver stones downstairs.
Cleaned his brushes back in one of my shrubs in my garden bed, and the paint's all over the fence.
Marlene says, hey, are you gonna finish it? 1. Are you gonna clean up the paving stone? 2. Oh, no problem. Everything's no problem. No problem, no problem.
The front of the house, he painted when there was still water. The wood was wet.
The representative from the painting company came in. He's got a moisture meter. He sticks it in the wood. He says, you can't paint over this. He paints over it.
So that paint and the paint on the deck itself all started coming off within 3 weeks.
She owes him about $800. At the end of it, he says, I can't clean the pavers. He also says, I'm taking you to court for the money.
I lost everything. The guy ended up having a $1,500 judgment against me.
He didn't clean it. He's charging more money than the contract states, and he wins.
And I was like, this can't be happening.
Marlene's tough. She takes it higher.
And we have a full trial. And as it stands now, he has a judgment against me for $59.73. And I have thousands and thousands of dollars worth of damages.
Come on. This is where the old window is that we saw downstairs. See the round brick pattern here? The mortar has completely fallen out. I've already hit this area.
Right.
So we gotta be so careful. We'll have to pull this out. We'll have to repoint. This is a can of worms. I'm not kidding you. Look at the mortar. It's just deteriorating. We're gonna take it off, but we're gonna be very careful. If we don't fix this now, within the next many years, they're gonna have to actually dig a big hole around here, support the structure in downstairs, pull out this foundation and get in, repair the whole area. You could pull out the brick, put in new brick. Keep the heritage, keep the way it is. But if we don't stop the water from coming in and freezing and keep breaking this and deteriorating all that mortar that you see, if we don't stop that, this is just gonna keep crumbling. Shows you how important it is, maintenance. Just your foundation alone around your house, how important it is to maintain it and keep the water from getting in and freezing.
What we're doing is we're putting a primer on here that will allow the concrete and parging concrete to adhere to the wall. So the surface will become really sticky and the concrete will adhere to that. And then we'll be able to parge over after, because right now we're gonna be filling in all these cracks with hydraulic cement, which is gonna dry really fast. Then we'll cover up the hydraulic cement one more time, same stuff.
Oh, I've never seen parging with gloves before. That's awesome. Imagination. Why not use the gloves? There's no real secret. Using the right products, the right mix, and just work it in. You want to get it on there and you want it to stick. Go so far, then we can tool it once it starts to dry. That's when we'll come up and start making it circular and making it look really good. Now, it's a shame the wall is not perfectly smooth. I mean, we can keep putting on layer after layer, but instead, what we'll do is just take some burlap, and just round it out, and all we're doing is texturing the front, and this will help even it and give it a nice finish so it looks good.
Thank you very much. You both made them?
Yeah.
Are you the neighbors?
Yeah.
Which side? Are you the one in the window over there?
Yeah.
Taking
I'm the one
pictures?
in the...
You have the best view in the house, don't you?
Yeah. Of course I do.
It's been a difficult year. You find out who your true friends are. But it's been strangers that have done more for me than I can say. Like, just having you guys here is amazing.
Here we are in St. John. I come down to help a wonderful woman. A second-story deck installed by a contractor. Unfortunately, 4 women, a few years later, step out on that deck, and it falls approximately 17 feet to the concrete below.
When it came down, one of the supports caught on the brick, and then the deck did a 180 and flipped right upside down. We have a lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries.
A lot of injuries.
They're still shook up, to the point where one of her friends won't even come to the house. She doesn't want to be reminded of what happened. They're out of work, they're out of money, they're out of luck.
Unfortunately, I was in a car accident in March, and we were rear-ended on the interstate, and I re-broke my pelvis and my tailbone. So I'm sort of back to healing again. So it sort of set me back for a while.
We are using a latex product, never using oil on brick. You want the moisture and stuff to wick out of the brick, and you want it to breathe. So we use a latex primer, a latex top coat. On the wood, we're going to use an oil-based primer because we have to have better adhesion. Latex primer is not the best thing to use for wood, especially in a damp climate like this. This wood's pretty old. It's got a lot of resins that are coming out now that we've removed the paint. We want to seal all that. Oil-based primer is the best way to go. Stain killing, adhesion. We'll go with the latex top coat over that.
Normally we're going to use about a 4 or 5 foot platform, but I wanted one scaffold set up that I could build around it, and then once I've got my structure up, I can take this down. I'm going to remove the metal, remove the caulking. Some fine gentleman came in afterwards because after the deck fell off, supposedly there's a couple of holes in the wall. The driving rain came in, and she was saying that she was flooding in the kitchen. I will remove this. I'll take a look at what happened. We know the floor joist inside here under the door. There's the baseboard heater, which is water. Underneath that is the floor joist. So we know the floor joist is approximately here. I have calculated everything to tie into floor joist. So when I bolt, I'm anchoring into something that is secure and strong. As you can see, what we did is we cut out the cedar shingles across the top. So one, we could get a nice level surface in here. I will repair the shingles from underneath. First, I will caulk that. We put in a flashing, which we can see up in here. Once we repair all these shingles, it'll be watertight. In behind it is a tar paper, so wherever he's drilled a hole, we'll make sure we make that area watertight. Even if we use a PL Premium, something like that, it'll totally work. Now I'm gonna leg it into the floor. One thing I know about this drill, it's an impact cordless, I love it, is that it's biting through. I pre-drilled about 4 inches in. I'm using an 8-inch leg. So as it goes in and I bite structure, you can feel it. And it's actually slowing this down and then torquing itself in. That one bolt is probably made this stronger than that other deck, period. Love it. It looks like I'm using a lot of bolts. If you remember on the other deck, I used 5, right? I've used 4 in this location. We're getting total, we're gonna have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 bolts on a 12-foot run. It's not going anywhere. I've used a 2x8 on top of the scaffold to help support the floor joist until we get the 6x6 with the support beam in place. We've cut a saddle support in the top of the 6x6, which will be bolted later with the beam itself. But I need to level across to the other side to get a level marking so I can cut the other one. We're gonna get up and on top of this one, good. This is just temporary, things I have to do to set the level of the other 6x6. No, I'm happy with that. Okay. Okay, go ahead, Petey. Okay, put her on top of the lift, please. Okay, bring her up. Somebody come over and hold this pole, please.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's good.
Well, our structure's almost up. We're going to get the end plate on, which will allow us to really adjust and strengthen the bottom. I've put a couple of tacking screws in it so it doesn't go anywhere, but I've got to set the top square, see if I've got to actually move this beam, the support load underneath, to keep square with the structure because everything's 12 feet. As soon as we got this done, we're done for the day. I am square. Before we start, I would like to introduce the one and only Kevin, the Handyman Challenge Superstar winner.
Kevin! Kevin, yeah!
How you doing, guys? Kevin has just agreed to come in and give us a hand on this one. He's volunteered for the day, and I thought it would be a lot of fun to meet everyone and work for the day with us.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks, Mike, for bringing me down.
So if we get all the 4x4s in and then we do a 2x4 top rail, we're nicely secured within the zone to start decking the top. This will be underneath the 2x6, then we're gonna go vertical with 2x4. We're gonna tag it in this way, plate it with a top 2x6, which ties everything in. This vertical, the bottom vertical, will hold our 2x2s from the inside and not the outside. By putting the 2x2s on the inside, it stops anybody from falling out. We can still make it look good from the inside,
sure.
but by putting them on the outside, if anyone fell against it,
You're holding on the screws alone.
that's right, you're going down.
Battery!
We've cradled our two 2x10s, which is the beam that supports all this structure, based off the 6x6 cradling it in position. Now it's required to put in 2 bolts. Even though this is glued and screwed and even screwed into here, it's not enough. By bolting it, we know it's never gonna go anywhere. Much better. Do we have a charged battery?
Battery!
Mike came up with a good idea going on a 45-degree angle. So what Kevin and I have done here, we're going to cut a 45 on one side, bring it past over here, and I'll just mark it, get a nice accurate cut for our first board. And then we can start branching off here and start going across. That'll give us enough lumber for both decks.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna have our 2x10 in here. We're gonna notch it in 3 inches so we have a double 2x10, much like we did up there. We also bolt this in place. We'll have a 2x8 on top of that, so if we have our beams in on this side and our 2x8 overrides here and holds the weight load, so 2x8 up, floorboards gives me top height here, comes across perfectly to approximately here, 1 step in.
Step down.
Nice. Oh, I'm on it. And to be precisely on the money, to hang that laser level on the wall over there, mark it from my first cut directly over to this cut. You just can't get any better than that. It's perfectly level. Remember, the ground's not level. Can't measure up. Measuring down, I could have. It's way up there. I've got braces in my way. Set up the laser level. Kid stuff. Okay, so we're just... That is on the money. Up above is cedar, and we can see that. That's great. Down here, you're not going to be able to see underneath it, right? So I'm going to use the pressure treated. We'll top the top board, skirt it on the outside with cedar, and you won't even know. That's teamwork. Perfection.
Breakfast, reads Sunday paper, washes her clothes, irons men's, cleans and presses. Has sandwich dinner at home and listens to the radio. Retires exhausted to plan for another week of no real fun. 1947, How to Be a Lady. It didn't work.
Well, what I'd like to do is get all my angles in because I want an L on the top. We're going to L the bottom. We're going to do, since we have enough of the 2x6s, complete vertical 2x6s. Put a 1/4 inch spacing just to allow a little bit of light in, but a whole lot of privacy. You're all worried about those screw holes.
Ah.
Now we're going to skirt all the way around, and we're going to do our 2x6 top plate. This is so strong, and I haven't even plated the top yet. Unbelievable. So I'm told that's the Bay of Fundy in the distance there where we see the ships. That's a nice look from here. I mean, it's obviously we see the buildings and other houses, but that's why she wants it private up here.
Need to space out all the way around so it doesn't crack.
As you can see, he's notched it around. So
Yeah.
we've got a both right and left border, and then all our 2x6s will run into it. And then I'm gonna face the front, face the sides, As soon as we've done that, I want you to get on the stairs, Pete. So what we'll do is we'll work together on our height, on how far we're gonna be out. So once we've got that, the first stringer's done, we're gonna bring it out, we're gonna pull up the stones, we're gonna get that concrete in. We have to get that concrete in before we leave today. Let's go, let's go. Okay, dig that down at least a foot, and let's pour that concrete. Let's get someone ready on the concrete. This is what I call a floating form. Wunderbar. Well, we made sure we had enough time to complete this, that it wasn't an issue for having to stay overtime. All we have to do is the landscaping, the last little finishing on the deck. The rails are going up, the stairs in place. Probably, it's 11 o'clock now. I would say around 4 or 5 will be completely done. Get a glass of wine and take her through. I think she's gonna need that glass of wine. This looks like an oasis.
It is, and what we decided to do was keep it really simple, low maintenance, but really fun. After meeting her, realized that she might want something a little bit trendy.
What's this thing?
That is a dwarf Japanese juniper tree form, and this is a purple corkscrew hazel, and these are groupings of bearded iris, and some planters with lavender and that sort of thing. So we're just going to keep with a little Zen type of theme. So.
I love it. That's
Yeah,
just
it's
going to
great.
make this deck stand right
Yeah,
out.
it's going to look great.
Building stairs is easy. You just need the formula. We want to make sure that we do not exceed 7 7/8 on the height. We are around 7 3/16, which is just perfect for your natural foot. It's nice and simple to actually lay it down, screw it all together, pick it up, put it in place, rather than trying to lay out the stringers. It just makes it easier. That's our angle. The 4x4 will sit right over top. We'll sand it all down so it's smooth to the hand. 4x4, 6x6 is the bulky look. I like it. Faster we get this stone off the truck and back in place, we're cleaning up and we're out of here, okay?
Let's go, rock and roll!
Imagination, a little bit of PL premium. Look what you get. Not bad.
Not bad.
Bring in the right people, they do the right thing.
You made it right.
Let's go have a drink. I'm gonna get some wine and we're gonna go up on that deck.
Yes, we are.
Okay?
The medical community here is amazed that the 4 of us have walked away from this. I mean, a 20-foot fall landing onto brick. I mean, we're very lucky.
One last little thing. Brian, one of my guys, he's actually the story producer, sent this in for her birthday because Marlene says Brian is her pony. So it was very touching. She said she would love it up on the deck. And I'm thinking by the other trinkets, this is the perfect spot. Let's walk. Looks like the fog is starting to roll in. You believe that? We had 2 weeks of wonderful weather.
Hey, it's St. John.
Unbelievable. For working as hard as we all do, for all the time that we've put in, this is why we do what we do. We stripped a lot of this, and the reason why it peeled off was definitely there was too much moisture in the wood, and they didn't prime it.
Right.
So how important that primer is, that sealer on top of this, but he sprayed everything. And I hope you like the red color, because
I
just
love the red door.
I didn't like
love the red
it was
door.
sort of like a poopy brown color. I just didn't.
I love the red door.
Okay.
The house looks beautiful.
Now, as I came in here, there was a lot of your parging, that's your wonderful parging guy that you hired. We actually,
look at it.
we
Look
end up,
at it.
yeah, well, this is just this area. That whole back corner there was falling apart. So we took our time, we stripped a lot of it. We used a proper sealer and a very, I don't want to say a very expensive parging mix, but a high quality mix. This is a group effort. This isn't just me coming in here and making it right. This is actually the town stepping up and saying, hey, we're here to help, man, and we're gonna help you make it right. That is what's making a difference here. Okay, look at the back.
Wow.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's turn around and look this way. Now we can look up and we can look way up. How do you like that?
It's beautiful.
It's nice. It's a little bit of love from a lot of people.
It's beautiful.
I like it. How do you like your little rock garden?
Oh, this is awesome.
Come on. You got, they even put in your stone man in the back. Oh, we actually we pulled it up and repaired
I know.
it. You have a proper concrete pad on the bottom,
Wow.
proper steps, and a whole lot of cedar.
Yeah, I can smell it.
This house is 128 years old. And you can't just plop something on the side of the house, or you can't just do an addition without knowing what you're doing.
Oh, look.
Isn't that nice? I call that the hippie tree, but
No, I like that, a
Sandra
hippie
said
tree.
it was something else, and I already forget the name. But to me, it looks like a hippie.
Oh, it's beautiful.
The rock garden makes it maintenance-free now. All you have to do is water. Everything is going to bloom inside there.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Want to go on the first-story deck?
Beautiful. Yeah,
Okay, let's go on the first-story
Let's
deck.
go. Wow. Wow.
So this is, you know, I couldn't leave the other deck. I had to rip this down.
It's beautiful.
But like, I'm gonna build a second-story deck and leave that piece of crap you had up here. I'm sorry. I guess it was good for a while, but it wasn't good enough.
No, it wasn't.
Making it better? There's no other reason to do it any other way but make it better. This is people's money. This is people's houses, their lives. Man, their lives. Now this structure continues up.
Way
all the way up
up.
to incredible structure.
Way up.
That is so well tied in up there. You see all those bolts tied in? They are 8-inch legs, and they've tied right into structure. So not only did we catch the structure of the house to stop anything from even pulling off, we've carried that load straight down to 3 big foot. I call them feet because there's 3 of them, but they're called Bigfoots. Not bad so far?
Wow, not bad. It's beautiful.
You want to go upstairs and see your
Yeah, I
your
do.
deck?
I want on my deck.
Your little privacy area?
My private deck.
She's gone through hell. I mean hell. She has not back to work, pain, suffering. If we can do this one little thing that makes her life better day by day, this is easy.
I've been waiting so long on my deck. My pony.
And your pony's there.
Pony. I've always believed, you know, when God shuts a door, he opens a window, but it's been so friggin' long. It was so shut.
It's not massive,
No, it's perfect.
but it's private.
It's perfect.
It's private.
It's perfect.
And you know how strong this is? It'll hold everyone you can put on here. And I mean everyone.
And my friends were so hurt. It's really hard.
I'm happy. Are you happy?
Yeah.
You want to lean out and take a look?
Yeah, I do.
I like it.
Yeah. It's awesome. Wow. It does mean a lot more. It's been a horrible year. This used to be my peace. This is where I was at home, and it all took away.
Just like I promised.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
It's too bad I didn't set up some chairs and everything for you, but. no,
That's
you
all
can
right.
do
We
it.
need lots of room for
Heather,
everybody
come
to
on
get
out.
out there. Here comes Heather.
Gail.
God, it's beautiful.
And the deck girls.
Wow.
And
It's
Gail.
back. It's back.
The deck is back. I'm coming back. Thanks to you guys. I am coming back.
After St. John's here.
Through all of this, a very good friend of mine, Graham, just kept telling me to look for the pony. And Brian, your story producer, was my pony. And it just seemed that I got messages, whether it be a voicemail or an email, at the right time. And it was just what I needed. It was like, okay, I can keep going forward. And I received that today from Brian. I miss him here. He's my pony. Mike's my stallion, though.
Like it?
Hey, Kate. Oh, Carlita.
The Croatian sensation.
Peter. Oh, Billy.
You're fogging your glasses up.
It's St. John Fog.
Cheers to St. John.
Cheers,
Cheers
St.
to
John.
Marlene.
Just a deck, boys. You're just making an awful lot out of it, aren't you? Oh, my God.